back again, and today we're going to look at the Upwind 360. Now, for me, I wouldn't say it's my favourite move, but there's so many moves that I've progressed from there that end up as an Upwind 360 that are my favourite moves, like a taka, for example, that's an Upwind 360 off the lip, or a shaka that's like a shove it into an Upwind 360, or a flaka that's like an aerial Upwind 360. And again, they all started from the Upwind 360, originating from the Heli Tack, originated from sailing backwinded. So we're now at that stage that we're getting to our level. We're going to try Upwind 360s in the straps. Now you can try these out of the straps on your big board. On the video on the light wind stuff, that's probably the easiest way to learn it. It's just like a Heli Tack, but you don't change your feet. You lean the sail forward, and instead of flipping the sail when the board's pointing in a new direction, you actually hold on for a little bit longer. Let the board do a full, pretty much, what would that be, 90, 180, at about a 270-degree turn, pointing downwind, then we pop the clue through. And now we're going to do the same on a shortboard. Now the key to do it on a shortboard, we're going to stay in the foot strap, so we've got to be active with these hands. Okay, it's all about keeping our weight in pretty much in the same position and throwing the sail around us so we can keep that board flat. So I'm flying along. The first thing I do is have a good look around. I'm coming up into wind anyway, okay, and I'm going to unhook. So as I unhook, let the sail sheet out for a second, then I go hard onto my heels. I bring my backhand up and really pull that sail in and back and down. Lots of speed, hard onto your heels. So really hard onto your heels, the board's going to carve right up into wind. Now as soon as it starts going into that wind, into the eye of the wind, it's going to stall. So that's when we need to go hard onto our heels and transfer our weight all through our front foot, and then bring the sail forward. Now, if we have a look at my body weight position at the moment, it's leaning forward. My head is in line with the mast foot. Now, this is key to any sliding maneuvers or any maneuvers that you want to stay in the foot straps. We need to make sure this head stays over the mast foot. So my body position goes from my heels on the tail, I'm carving up. As the board comes into the eye of the wind, then from there I transfer my weight and I'm leaning forward. Now, what do I do with the sail? Okay, at the moment my hands are quite far forward on the boom, so I can get that sail back so I can keep my body weight carving up into wind. And then as I start to lean forward, I slice the sail forward. Now the key here is watch my hands. Where a lot of people, they try and do this and their hands don't move and they can't get the sail far enough forward because their weight's so far back, they end up either going out of the foot straps or just sinking on the tail. Now from here, my body weight stays in the same position, and look at my hands. Okay, slide through the boom. So there, front hand comes back, back hand goes back. I can now get the sail forward and through the eye of the wind. Now, from here it's like a Heli Tack. We lean the mast towards the direction we want to go, the nose starts to turn. I'm not going to let my front arm go with it. I'm going to bring it back into the eye of the wind. I haven't kept the sail forward. Now look at my arms. They're actually leaning back and that mast is still pointing into the eye of the wind. If there's too much power, I'm going to pull in slightly. My backhand, this is what we call a dry hump position. Okay, really pull that backhand in and extend that front arm away. And now what we're doing, this is a Heli Tack position here. This is where we would normally flip the sail. We're going to wait a little bit longer. So we're going to extend that front arm, get the sail nice and low. Okay, the windier it is, of course, the lower we get the sail and the more we pull in with our backhand. Okay, so we're going to wait until the board turns onto a run. Here's really that dry hump position. Okay, as the board's turned, I've tried to keep the mast into the eye of the wind. And then from here, I'm ready to pop the clue through and then come out and finish my Upwind 360. So from here, as I pop the clue through, I'm going to bend my front arm like that, pull in slightly, hard on my heels, and as that clue goes through, it's going to spin the board, and then I sail away for my Upwind 360, just like that. Top tips, big foot straps are going to help. Remember, your hands are not glued to the boom. They're always constantly moving up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, and then from there, just be aware of what you're doing. I come to you, up into wind. That's the eye of the wind, that's downwind. I flip the clue through when the board's pointed that direction, and I finish the rest of the 90 degrees with the clue through. Upwind 360, enjoy. And then from there, you can progress on to the takas, the flakas, and the shakas. Okay, have fun. It's been emotional.